What's up, everybody? Jable Sports here with my sports betting picks video, college football edition. I have 8 plays for you guys for this Saturday, October the 12th. Let's get into it. All right, for those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. I give out sports betting tips every weekend. Try to sprinkle some in during the week, but definitely every weekend. And Saturday is, of course, one of the biggest days of the week. So much action across a bunch of different sports, and this Saturday is no different. So what we'll go ahead and do is we'll recap what we did last week, and then we'll get into this week's picks. So let's not waste any time. Let me pull up last week's long shot attempt. So when I say long shot attempt, the long shot is my fun way of giving you guys a bunch of different plays that I like. When I go through the Saturday card across all sports, there are so many plays that I like, and not all of them make it into my main card that I release every morning on Saturdays. JableSportsPicks.com if you want to receive my best bets via email. But before I narrow my best bets down, I have a longer list of plays that I like, and I throw those all into a long shot parlay. Like I said, it's my fun way of giving you guys a bunch of different plays that I like. I don't recommend throwing in the long shot because it's not likely to hit, but I do recommend plucking out your favorites if you have any, and go from there. Do some straight bets, maybe a smaller 2-team parlay, maybe it's a teaser. Whatever you guys decide to do with these plays is up to you, but we are hitting them at a great rate, as you will see pretty soon. But let's just go ahead and get through last week's. This was week number 6, so we had 8 plays last week as well. We had Louisville -6, great game against SMU, but SMU was the better team that day, and they came away with the victory. We had Navy -8 against Air Force on the road. We knew Navy was going to get their revenge after 3 or 4, I forget how many they lost on the road to Air Force, but Air Force down this year. Navy crushed them. Pittsburgh on the road against North Carolina. North Carolina, another team that's down this year. Pittsburgh came through for us. We had one MLB play, Mets and Phillies under. That one was looking good most of the way, but a few runs towards the end there, and that one was a push. So no harm, no foul there. So our first 4 plays, we went 2 out of 3. Our next 4 plays, we went 2 and 2. We had Virginia at home against BC. They cruised to an easy victory. UConn -17.5. UConn, they did not come to play. They were playing against a lesser opponent, and they played down. They actually almost lost that game. Somehow they won, and actually won by 9, I think, but definitely nowhere near that 17.5. So bad play there. California +13 at home against Miami. I don't know how California lost this game. Actually stopped watching it. I thought that game was a wrap, and I found out the next day. But that 13 was never in doubt. They were up the whole game, but they definitely should have come away with the upset there. But California +13, great pick there. And then Arizona -6 at home against Texas Tech. They had their chances in that game. They just couldn't get the job done. And so that is it. So we had 8 plays with the push. It goes down to 7. We went 4 and 3. So we will add that to our overall record, and let's go ahead and move on to week number 7. Let me go ahead and find that and put it up on the screen here. So this video is coming out a little later than usual, so I'm going to go a little faster than usual. Just quick hit these games and then keep it moving. So go ahead and take a screenshot, write these down, and decide what you want to do. So for me, this is a 8-team parlay. It pays plus 6,936. So 145 will pay over 10K. But you can see, so this is week number 7. This is our 5th attempt at the long shot because we did not start this until week number 3. But overall, with all the plays that I've given out here on the long shot parlays, we have gone 22 and 12, 64%. So that is great. We are hitting these at a great clip. Let's see if we can continue that the rest of the season. But without further ado, let's go ahead and just quick hit these really quick. So we do have one MLB play once again. Tigers and Guardians 2-2. This is the deciding factor to see who moves on to face the Yankees. Two good pitchers on the mound. We got Skubal on the mound for the Tigers. We have Boyd on the mound for the Guardians. These pitchers pitched 5 days ago, and the Tigers took it 3-0. I'm looking for a similar result, but that is the thing about this game that gives me a little hesitation about taking the under, as these batters, the batters were fooled 5 days ago, but I expect a lot of the guys to have a different approach this game, and we'll see if they have a little bit more success. I'm going to bet on the no. Skubal has just been so good this year. I don't see him letting up. So as long as the Guardian pitchers, and that's the other thing with this is a do or die game. This is it for these teams. So if any of these pitchers struggle, the managers will not hesitate to bring in some other arms. So I see this game staying under. That has been the theme so far this year in the MLB playoffs. I've been cashing maybe more than I ever had before, just because every game is so predictable. It's going under, with the exception of a couple games. So I'm going with it one more time. Let's go with the Tigers Guardians under 7. It looks like the line's moved down to 6, so I did bump it back up to 7. But let's get into the rest of the plays are going to be in the college football. So we're going to start off with the big rivalry game here with Texas, Oklahoma. Texas, they get their starting QB back, Ewers. He's been out for a few weeks, so maybe a little bit of rust, timing off a little bit maybe. So I'm going with the first half under 26.5. Hoping that Texas gets off to a little bit of a slow start. Oklahoma's offense has been struggling all year long. Texas's defense is great. They've been great for years. This year is no different. I don't see Oklahoma being able to do much here, but their only chance in this game is to slow it down, keep that Texas offense on the sidelines. We'll see if they can do it. They're gonna need to run the ball, kind of dink and dunk it, so use up the clock if they can. So I'm going to go with the first half under 26.5 here. I'm hoping Texas gets off to a little bit of a slow start, and I do believe Texas's defense is going to shut down Oklahoma for most of this game. So give me under 26.5 for the first half. When I take unders in college football, usually like to take first half unders just so there's no chance of overtime. But it also depends on the matchup. This is not a game I would think will go to overtime. I think Texas is going to win this game, but with these type of rivalry games, you just never know. Next, we're going to go with the Memphis -7. They are taking on South Florida. So this South Florida team, I don't know how much they've been able to practice. They've been dealing with obviously the hurricane season in Florida. So I'm just going to go with a Memphis team that's playing well this year, to going up against a distracted South Florida team. So give me Memphis -7. Next, we're going to go with possibly the game of the day, at least on paper. We have number 2 taking on number 3. Number 3 at home in Oregon. I'm going to go with the Ducks here. We haven't seen Oregon play their best football yet. I'm hoping they bring it this game. A later game, Eugene, you know this crowd's going to be bumping, but Ohio State definitely has looked like the better team, but I think we're getting a little bit of value here because of that. So give me +4 with Oregon. Don't need them to win, just need them to keep it close. Hoping they get off to a good start here, keep the crowd in it, and they can ride that all the way to the finish line. So those are our first 4 plays. Let's get to our next 4. So we are going to go with another first half under. I have 3 of them this week. I usually love first half unders. Haven't done too much so far this season, but this week I see some potential. So we're going to go with first half under 31. So this Ole Miss team, for a couple weeks in a row now, this offense just hasn't been clicking. Now they go on the road to face this LSU team. We know LSU, night game, one of the toughest places to play. So I think the Ole Miss offense continues to struggle a little bit. Their defense has not struggled. This Ole Miss defense has been great all year long. I do think they can keep LSU in check a little bit. LSU obviously has a good offense. Defense can struggle from time to time. So hoping the defense with the crowd at home steps it up here and shuts this Ole Miss team down a little bit. I mean, there's going to be points in this game. There's just no way. These two quarterbacks, these two offenses, they're going to get their points. I'm hoping it gets off to a little bit of a slow start. 31's a lot of points. points. So give me under 31 in the first half. Next, we're going to go with Nevada plus the 4. I'm just not impressed with this Oregon State team. They're 4-1, but they have not looked impressive to me at all. This Nevada team, it's a scrappy team. Oregon, they played 3 straight home games, so maybe a little bit of a shock to the system here, traveling to, not a far travel, but still on the road against Nevada. I'm going to take this Nevada team to keep this game close. Give me Nevada plus the 4. And next, we're going to go with our third first half under. This is an NFL total. You don't see totals usually this low in college football unless it involves Minnesota or Iowa, and this one involves Minnesota. So this UCLA team, this offense is bad. So through 5 games, they have not scored over 17 points yet. That is just sad. It's not going to get any easier for them, even though they're at home. This Minnesota defense is stingy. This Minnesota offense isn't that much better either. It's not a quick hit offense. When they score, it takes them a long time to score. A lot of running, a lot of dinking and dunking. I just don't see a lot of points in this one. This one is a low total. No doubt about that. 21 is not hard to get, especially if there's a turnover or something. You just never know. Especially in college football. But I'm still going to take the under 21. I just don't see this UCLA offense putting up much points at all, and this Minnesota team on the road, I don't see them doing much either. So give me under 21 and we'll see what happens. And our last but not least, we got the nightcap here. Complete opposite. I see a bunch of points in this one. I love this Boise State team. They can score with the best of them, and this Hawaii defense isn't going to offer much resistance. If we can get some points here from Hawaii, this game should cruise over, definitely well into the 60s, approaching 70. Like I said, it's definitely going to depend on Hawaii, but I do think at home they're going to score some points here. So give me Boise, Hawaii over 59, and that's it. 8 games for you guys to decide what you want to do with. 1 MLB, 7 college football. A lot of totals. We have the 3 first half unders. We have 1 over. We have 2 home underdogs, and then we have that 1 road favorite in Memphis. So we have a pretty good mix here of different plays, different types of plays. I'm liking this one. We'll see if we can keep our 60% plus record going here. I'm hoping we hit most of these. I feel good about a lot of these. So like I said, I don't know which of these, if any, will make my final best bets card that's going to be releasing in the morning. Some of them might, some of them might not. Usually some of my best bets don't reveal themselves into the morning as I see more of the injury report comes out, some of the weather comes out. So there's just a lot happening every Saturday morning, and more plays come up. Plays that I might like even better than these 8 plays. So never know, but these are 8 plays that I like at this moment. I've already bet them all. I've already thrown this long shot in, so we are going to let it ride. But if you do want my best bets for Saturday across all sports, jayvillesportspicks.com is the website to sign up. Once you sign up, it's simple. You'll get my best bets email sent directly to your box every single day. Other than that, that's going to wrap it up from me. Good luck with all of your plays, whatever you guys decide to do. Hope you guys have an awesome Saturday, and I will see you back for NFL Sunday. Good luck.